my ninjas. Today I'm going to take a look at the G-Watch R some more, basically just a couple weeks after impressions and some of my favorite apps and watch faces. Take a look. Alright, here is my G-Watch R. As you can see, I got a new metal band for it. I don't know, it's alright. I mean, it was, I think, $11 shipped from China or some shit. And not enough of the links came out, unfortunately, so it is a little bit loose, but it does, you can kind of stick it into place, and it does work, and I do prefer the look of it. But it's not as comfortable as the other bands, but anyway, enough of the band. I've had this watch for about 2 weeks now, and I just kind of wanted to give a little, current impressions, I guess. So one thing I really like is the ambient display. That's pretty damn awesome, and it's actually surprisingly battery efficient. I can still get about 3 days or so of battery life with the screen on the entire time, so that's actually pretty amazing. I didn't think I'd get that. Keep in mind I don't get as many notifications as probably some of you get. I don't, use any of the social media things, on my phone and all that shit, so it's just texts and phone calls, and Gmails, I guess. So I don't get, a ton of notifications, so the screen's not turning on a bunch, so that's probably why I'm getting really good battery life, but for my use case anyway, I think it's pretty awesome. So this is one of the face, actually, for example here. This is day 3 now, and I'm at 42%. Yesterday I didn't use it, all day. That was more of like a 12-hour day, rather than like the 18-hour days I normally do, because it's my weekend and I didn't have to really use it. But yeah, that's pretty damn awesome, I can definitely get through the rest of today, easily. So that's my 3 days there. And I've had the screen on most of the, all day the first day, and I only turned it off near the last couple hours of yesterday because, it wasn't on my wrist, so I just turned the screen off. Anywho, this is one of the watch faces I like. This one's called Dragon on the Play Store. Well, they're all in the Play Store, I guess. And I don't know, it's pretty neat. You saw the ambient mode the whole time there, and it's just a neat little design. Odyssey, this one's really cool. I mainly like this one because it's really clear. It's got the digital clock at the bottom there. It does have a seconds hand. It's just that tiny little thing up there, so it does count seconds, which is cool. And the ambient mode, that's what it shows up all the time, and I think that's really freaking cool. It's got a nice display of your watch's battery life and your phone's battery life, which is pretty neat, and it clearly displays the day. I don't like the ones that display the month as a number. It just gets confusing, especially when they're both the same. It's like 8/7. Okay, well, what the fuck? Of course you figured out, oh yeah, it's August, but it's still nice to have it visual, written rather than a number. And then the day, of course, Saturday. The next one's from the same person. It's called Ranger. Again, I just like this one because of the ambient mode. It just looks like a real watch, and people just get confused when they look at it. I get lots of compliments, by the way. People just say nice watch and all that sort of thing, and they don't even seem to realize it's a smartwatch until I start doing shit with it. So yeah, as you can see, it's just a really nice looking ambient mode. So that one's called Ranger. Skymaster is another good one from the same people. This one again is just like a classy face. Everything's clearly displayed, and it does have 2 time zones, which is pretty cool. And this is like the full-on ambient mode where it doesn't, I don't know, I kind of wish that they made the background all black rather than kind of keeping the grayish kind of thing just for battery life, but even with it all the way, it still doesn't have a huge impact, so you can still use it all day with this face. I just, for some reason, the ecological side of me wants it all black, but yeah, no, it's just a sweet looking watch face as well. Next we have V11 for Moto 360, I guess. This one's pretty sweet. It's from, I don't know, some other dude. Just search for the face name, I guess. And I don't know, this one's just really colorful and cool looking, and it has an amazing amount of settings you can choose. Like the colors you can choose, everything. Like every individual color you can customize, which is pretty sweet in both the normal mode and the ambient mode. You can also choose your timeout and all that bullshit. That's pretty cool. So yeah, like I said, I customized this whole ambient color scheme. It's pretty cool how in depth you can go with colors. So yeah, that one's highly recommended. Pretty sure all these are paid, by the way. I think I paid like $1 for all of them, except for that dragon one, I guess. Skull wear face, that one's pretty sweet. You can choose multiple different skull backgrounds. I kind of wish you could keep this skull as the ambient background, but instead it switches to these little tiny things at the bottom, which is cool. There's like 50 or whatever to choose from, and you know, it is still kind of neat, but I kind of wish I could get that full screen one in ambient mode, because I know you can do that with like the dragon face, for example, does it. So, you know, just a little nitpick, I guess. Sharp, this one's pretty cool. I think this is from the same one as that V11 thing, or something, I can't remember. Or maybe it's the same as the skull, whatever. So this one has, again, like a full-on ambient mode, so that's what it looks like when it's off. And the second hands kind of tick. They'll tick for a bit here, but then it'll just kind of stop, and then it looks weird. It's, you know, oh, whoa, look, my watch froze, I guess, yeah. But the time will still keep updating, it's just the second hand stays there, it's kind of weird. And also the message display, it just always displays 7 for me, I'm not sure what the fuck's going on there. But otherwise, it's a decent watch face, and you can change the color to whatever you want, pretty much. So that's pretty cool. Orbit by The Flash. This dude's a really cool developer. He really has some good design. He's just good at design, I guess. This dude's pretty cool because he actually replies to pretty much every rating he gets, and he lets you know what's going on. And I made a mention about leaving colors in the background, and he said he's working on it and that I should stay tuned. So I am definitely going to be staying tuned. And pretty much any one of his watch faces is you know, a good bet. So that was Orbit. Navi, this is his as well. This one's pretty darn cool. Once it gets set up here, yeah, I like the mango color scheme. That's pretty neat. Like I said, it would be really cool if the color stayed in ambient mode, because like especially that orange and that green, that would be fucking cool. But instead it goes to this black and white sort of thing, which is, you know, it still looks pretty neat, but once he does get color in there, it's gonna be fucking awesome. Then there's this one, F04, by that same one that uses other, you know, 3-digit names. So this one's pretty neat, as in, you know, you can change any color that you want for this bright mode, and for the ambient mode, you can also change that one up. They're all single color ones, but still, it's pretty neat. You know, like the all the information it gives you. There's weather, barometer, humidity, whatever. Fuck, I don't really care about that. And I kind of like that until sunset thing. That's pretty neat. You know, it's nice to know how long you have until the sun goes down, you know, for hiking and shit like that. So that's pretty cool. And again, battery life for both your the watch and phone. I don't like the month and the day both being numbers. You know, it's 8:08. Okay, which fucking one's the month and the day? I have no idea. But it is Saturday, I can tell that. But yeah, no, this one's pretty sweet. I like the bright mode too. That one looks pretty cool. I don't know, I guess it would have the display timing option. I probably just haven't fucked with it yet. But another recommended watch face. Emitter, that was another one by The Flash. That one's pretty cool. Again, this one would be fucking sweet once you get the color and ambient mode going. Yeah, it just goes to the black and white for ambient mode, which is, you know, it's alright for now, but, you know, once it gets color in there, that's going to be sweet. And, you know, weather date, blah, 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 that's all customizable. And then we have this one. This is Chronos Time Master. This is one that, this is the only one I have for this developer, I guess. The only problem with this one is the hands keep setting back to the regular hands. I have this other setting, which I will change right there. So yeah, that's kind of lame that I have to do that, and now that's the hands that I prefer. Apparently he's working on a fix, so that should be fixed pretty soon. But you can change the color of the number and the accent or whatever, and that's pretty cool because, you know, it's a solid looking watch face in ambient mode and in regular mode as well. So, you know, I like this one a lot. And I think it's free, actually. This one's free with a paid upgrade to like a, you know, whole bunch of newer watch or hands or whatever. But you know, even the free hands, they look pretty fucking sweet too. So I've just been using the free one. And I guess the last one would be A47, which is again from those other people that use like F1s and V numbers and shit like that. This one's just a cool watch-looking face, you know. It looks like a watch. I like again, it's got that sunset thing, which is cool. It's got more moon age datas and shit like that. And I like how the ambient mode looks just like the bright mode, so it just kind of fades to a darker thing. And yeah, battery life is good on this face too. I've been rocking this thing all day, and it doesn't wear on the battery life any more than many of the other watch faces. So I guess that's it for watch faces. We'll go on to favorite apps here. There's not a ton of these actually. There's not a whole lot of watch apps I actually use. But this is the sole game I use, which is Chirax, I guess. I remember playing this on my old Pocket PC that was running Windows CE or some shit, and I'm actually quite happy to see this back on the watch, because this is an actual game, unlike all those other fucking Android Wear games, which are just, you know, stupid shit. This one is a full-fledged 3D top-down shooter, and it fucking kicks ass. I'm going to fucking rock this shit. The only thing is the screen's pretty small. You know, I'm used to like Pocket PC size screens, 3 inches or whatever. And it's hard to play on the camera as well. But yeah, this one actually uses, you know, proper 3D graphics, and I don't know, there's just something about those other Android Wear games that just seem like they're fucking like Flash games or, you know, something lame like that. I am so glad that this dude ported this to Android Wear. Like, this is so cool. I used to love this game, you know, back fucking... Man, when was that? That was 2003, I bet. Damn, I wish I never got rid of that old Pocket PC, actually. But yeah, this game's fucking sweet. I just love the style. It's got a good style. Like, now we're going down the corridor. Whatcha? View changes. And I don't think there was sound in this game on the Pocket PC either, so this is perfect for Android Wear. Oh, here's the boss. Oh man, this is just a flashback right here. Yeah, and this game controls fucking amazing on this little screen. Like, I can't believe I'm getting this far. Oh, damn, this part. Okay, well, I guess you get the point of this game. I could keep playing. It's a really good game. Oh, but I don't know how to exit. I guess there's no way until you die, I guess. Or you push the button. Right, push the button. I always forget that button's there. VideoTube, I'm sure you've all seen this one. So I showed off the other ones, calendar, calculator, all that bullshit. I'm not going to go through those again. But I don't think I showed this one. This one's pretty sweet. Look behind, which uses your cell phone camera and displays it on your watch. Da-down. Virtual boy, upside down. That shit's pretty sweet. Virtual boy, wow, this is way more fun than it should be. Wait. Frame rate could be a little higher, I guess, but you know, this is still pretty cool. And it's actually great for you know, actual useful things as well. Like you know, say you want to read what's underneath the table, because there actually is stuff written underneath the table. Although I don't think the quality is good enough where you can actually read it. Unless you got close, maybe. Where did it go? Anyway, yeah, that's look behind. And that's about all I have to show you today. Like I said, this is just like a 2 weeks in, what I think of it so far. And so far, I think it's pretty badass. Yeah, no, I definitely enjoy just the ambient mode. I don't know, I can't get enough of that. How somehow they can make the screen stay on all frickin' day and still have like 2 or 3 day battery life. Like, that's fucking amazing. Anywho, thanks for watching my video. I'll see you next time.